It is a glorious day, ladies and gents, and do you know why? We have Hoi 4 Italian Focus Tree rework confirmed. It's here, and the new expansion will be called Hearts of Iron 4 by Blood Alone. So my predictions initially was this was going to be a more themed expansion pack, very small one, kind of like Battle for the Bosporus, which was just focus trees mainly. And it looks like I'm completely wrong. This is a full-blown expansion pack, including national focuses, reworks of in-game features, as well as some pretty big features, which I will move on to later. This blows me away that they've managed to turn this over in a very short period of time. It shows how they're able to turn over some more in-depth features in a shorter period of time. I think this is probably going to be something moving forward, Hoi, probably other PDX games as well, which is awesome because it means we get more regular updates and you get more features that change the game. In all fairness, Battle for the Bosporus for me was kind of a little bit of an underwhelming experience, just purely because there wasn't a lot of features baked in there. Anyway, out with the old, in with the new. And what is the new? The new blood, the new alone blood by the alone blood, blood alone. That's right. That's where we are. What do we already know to begin with? There's no expansion date for this. So coming soon is the expansion date. We don't know when it's coming. My guess, if you want me to make a shot in the dark here, probably the back end of this year, October, November. Once again, don't work for PDX. Don't actually know this information that's concrete. Just making a complete shot in the dark here. Just based on previous announcements, when they announced the name of the expansion, usually we're only about 3 months away from the actual release. Hey, I'm happy to be wrong, but that's my guess. This specific dev diary doesn't break down the individual features of the expansion. So we're not going to get like a deeper dig on each of the features, but it just covers initially what to expect. And the Steam page does a good job of that. Let's go through them. About this content: build a new empire, resist foreign expansion, and explore the limits of neutrality in Hearts of Iron 4 by Blood Alone. The new expansion for Paradox Interactive's World War II grand strategy game added a new alternative history option and gameplay variety for the 3 nations, as well as other significant changes. Features of Hearts of Iron 4 by Blood Alone include a new Italian focus tree. Wow, woo, it's finally here. Oh my god, everyone asked for it and now it's here. I feel like with Hoi we've gone through several phases. We've gone through the Russian rework when, Soviet rework when, then we've the Italian rework when, craft redesigner when. What is the next meme? The meme that the community will ask for and beg for months to come. Will it be another shit rework? Hey, maybe we'll be getting that soon. New Ethiopian focus tree. This excites me so much. The first nation in Africa to have an actual focus tree. Is there any others? No, I'm telling you right. South Africa has a focus tree. Never mind. I forgot about them. I'm easy to forget, right? The focus tree is a little bit underwhelming. South African focus rework when? That should be the next meme. This is exciting because this has really cool options like resisting the Italians, or maybe even submitting to the Italians. There have been options for expansion inside of Italy, or maybe options to work with the allies to try and work under the Italians. I don't know. This is really interesting me. And the fact that it's in Africa too, which is an area of the world that's not really been touched too much in Hoi 4, I don't know, really excites me. By the way, the Italian focus tree follows historical path of Mussolini's Italy, or rewrite history by restoring the power to the monarchy, leading a communist revolution, or promoting democracy. That's incredibly vague. It's telling us nothing. Interesting, it mentions government in exile for Ethiopia. I wonder if it's possible, because this would be so boring, but if you get capitulated in 1936 to the Italians, whether you continue to play the game. But what would you do? What would you do? There'd be nothing to do. Just pick focus every 70 days, boys. Focus every 70 days. And here we go. The new Swiss focus tree. Oh my god, this excites me as well. This excites me so much. Because the way the Swiss worked in World War II, the historical path is going to be really strange. And because your nation's quite small, it's like your expansion possibilities are kind of limited. So I guess you could play tall, but then where would you go from there? The idea of the Swiss maybe getting invaded by Germany or Italy, getting divided. I can't even fathom the possible alt history options for the Swiss focus tree. When I can't fully understand or comprehend how something would work, that excites the hell out of me. Potential options, maybe the idea of funding the war effort for the Germans, but not joining the war to build your economy and reduce consumer goods. That's a possibility. Then maybe the idea of getting partitioned by Italy or Germany to potentially gain something, but why would you ever want to do that? Every option in Hoi 4 where you give away some land always feels like it's you're always stepping yourself back to never be able to take any steps forward. Like, for instance, there's an option to get puppeted by Germany as Czechoslovakia. Has anyone ever done that path? I did it once. But then at that point, like, what do you do? I don't know. The Swiss really excite me. The options of playing tall, which was mentioned in the description of this expansion, is a possibility now. Ethiopia and the Swiss are definitely the two options ones that come to mind in that case. The new peace conference options. This is exciting. Demilitarized zones of the map or entire nations. You completely demilitarize an entire nation. Oh my god, the exploit possibilities there excite the hell out of me. Bid on capital ships of defeated powers, or claim control of enemy resources or factories or reparations. So just give you an example. Let's say France defeats Germany in 1936 after remilitarizing the Rhineland. France has the whole peace conference themselves. Completely demilitarize Germany, take their entire navy off them, and basically steal their resources and ask for war reparations in civilian factories, making a super gargantuan France. Oh my god, that sounds so fun. My only fear with some of these is because they're kind of gimmicky, there might not be things you ever really want to do. A bit like spy planes. I don't know, the technologies for special forces, like when would you ever do those? It's kind of cool that they're there, but when would you ever do them, you know? And this is something I didn't expect. The aircraft designer. Design and build your own planes, from nimble interceptors that prioritize speed to durable bombers crafted to unload tons of destruction from high above. So here we go, guys. It's not just a soft, light, air rework. No. We're getting the tank treatment for planes. I did not expect this. Unit medals. A log of each division's accomplishments lets you track their performance and even allows you to reward unique medals to division commanders for their actions in the field. Is this cosmetic? I like the concept of role-playing, something that Hoi 4 is lacking. But will this actually do anything in game? I really hope so, because otherwise it's going to feel a little bit weird. The idea is you have a certain division that has lots of victories under its belt and there has prestige and therefore can be rewarded with medals. But will they do anything? That is the better question. I mean, in all fairness, this is RP again, isn't it? I'm looping around on myself. It's RP. If you like the idea of renaming your division templates, trying to make them historical, awarding them medals, this is going to be right up your alley. Embargo Interaction. Embargo your enemies with a new diplomatic interaction, preventing them from trading with you if you have generated enough world tension. Man, this is a serious debuff for Germany. Oh my goodness, every MP game now is going to do this. Any game that's an RP game, any game where anyone is shown any kind of aggression, whole world's going to embargo them. Now, embargo is a bit weird because if you've never played much Hoi, embargoing only happens under certain national focuses. It's where you hover over a nation and you can't trade with them because it's grayed out. It'll say -100 trade relations or something like that. Germany can do it to the Soviet Union on the democratic path. But it's just one of those things, like, I don't know, the nations that embargo don't have a lot of power anyway, but it's an option. It's kind of cool that it exists as multiplayer potential possibilities. New unit models. Over 20 new unit models for Italy, Ethiopia, and Switzerland. We'll see that a little bit later on. 67 new plane models. Wow. Some of them are pretty dated. Some of the old models from the original release, so it's nice to see that there are a bunch of new, fresh ones. So we're going to see loads of new material in the game. And once again, that really excites me. And 12 new music tracks. We don't usually get this many music tracks. We usually get about 2 or 3 proper orchestral music tracks. Maybe some of these will be cheaper radio ones, maybe. I don't know. Maybe they'll reintroduce some old music from the 1930s and 1940s. I don't know. It's 12 seems like really high for a slightly smaller expansion pack. How much is the expansion pack? We don't know. When is it going to be released? We don't know. Let's look at some screenshots. So here we go. By Blood Alone, the new expansion. Whoa. First screenshot. So this is the Ethiopians, right? And these are the Italians. Here's a good new model. And we've got some new models for the Italians. These look like the standard ones for Germany, though, or for Ethiopia. Oh boy, here we go. So this appears to be a small airframe fighter. That's the graphic. That's the modeling game. These are machine guns. Is this a bomb? And this represents the engines. The seat. Would have a good seat. Production cost 51. Give me, this is a very expensive fighter. Oh, and it has certain attack advantages doing different missions. So this has naval attack. So this is a naval bomber. Oh, so this is a torpedo. That makes sense. That makes sense. The top right, we can see the new Air Wings theater buttons. So Transport Plane now has an actual model. Specifically mentions like the different frame sizes here. So we're interwar small frame, interwar carrier airframe, interwar large airframe, basic small airframe, proved airframe. It goes down the similar route of how tanks are going to work in game. It's interesting though that the Spitfire, there wasn't really a successor to the Spitfire in World War II, even though there is one technically in Hoi 4. All they kept doing is adding more up-to-date machine guns to them and more up-to-date parts. So it's going to be interesting to try and recreate that evolution of the Spitfire. Wasn't there like a Spitfire Mark 7 at some point? So they kept upgrading it and adjusting it and tweaking it to make it a more efficient plane. So it'd be kind of cool, as this case is British, to make that really cool, awesome, modern Spitfire. God, that was so cool. Oh, here we go. So this is the new peace conference. Oh man, I feel intimidated by this. So Soviet Union is making their demands. Bid phase is number 5. We have the flags indicating they're the claims that you want. These are contested claims. The UK wants the Sudan, and so does the Soviet Union. 4 people are bidding for the middle of Bohemia. Got change government contested as well. Luxembourg, Belgium, Liberia. Oh my God, boys. There's so much going on here. And it shows all the contested ones on the left-hand side, and it has like a breakdown of bid actions. So that's puppet, take territory. This is the one that demands the navy from them. Oh my God, this is so in-depth. Oh, guys, listen, I'll admit, when I first started playing Hoi, I struggled for a very long time understanding peace conferences. And I hear you guys too. You guys tell me, oh, I don't understand peace conferences too. And yeah, I get that too. I don't get them either. It took me a long time to get them as well. We're on the same page here. And it just frustrates me in a way, I guess, because we're going to have to learn the system all over again. Oh no, don't make changes. Italy. And we have machine gun cavalry boyo. These look like Italian troops. I like the little hat. We like commando beret. What is this? Is that like a naval? Oh, it's an amphibious tank, is it? Is this an amphibious tank? It is. So they're doing a naval invasion of Sicily. Oh my God. The Empire of Zion. The balance of power. What is this? Increase the Mesa Fint privileges. Increase the power of the Wakanda. Amazing. By conquering the lion of the tribe of Judea, his imperial majesty, King of Kings, Lord of Lords, elected of God. This feels a little bit like Super Saiyan 4 Stalin in the Soviet focus tree. I mean, this is a traditional path. You've seen this in a few PDX games. The idea that you form Beta Israel as Ethiopia. Not big on the history of this region, guys, so maybe you guys can tell me in the comments, but what's the significance of Israel and Ethiopia? Let me know. I don't know. We've got an interesting manpower icon here. What is this? I have a feeling that because this is a small, weak nation, that they're going to give them lots of spicy buffs through focus tree, which I'm not complaining about. It's kind of cool that the option is there. It's a shame you can't take, well, you've got the French part here, but you've not got British Somaliland here. Actually, there's got part of Oman here as well. Is this Oman? Yemen. It's got part of Yemen here. So there's some interesting possibilities. Was these gains through focus tree? Hang on a second. This is the 11th of April, 1936. Someone's cheated. Console commands now. Show me the console. So just to summarize, a new Italian focus tree, a new Ethiopian focus tree, a new Swiss focus tree, peace conference options, aircraft designer, unit medals, embargo interaction, new unit models, new plane models, and 12 new tracks. Wow. So there's going to be a dev diary breaking down the individual details this later. It says the worries that the divisional commanders will have too much micro. Choosing a general from 100 Soviet divisions that give me nightmares is an auto assign feature. But he basically mentions that there's going to be no new micromanagement required for this. In all fairness, there's probably going to be less micromanagement because the plane system is going to be easier to understand. It'll be way more streamlined. Combination of synergy between Italy, Ethiopia, and the Swiss focus trees, and being able to imagine a scenario in which Austria would make a prime focus tree in its own right. It'd be really weird. What would the expansion be for Austria on its own? I guess Austria, Slovakia, Belgium, Luxembourg. I don't know. We've run out of countries in Europe now, aren't we? It's interesting seeing this. Divisional commanders, you say. I am very interested, but I still have PTSD from setting up division commanders from Red Army in Hoi 3. What he's suggesting here is you assign leaders to actual divisions. Asking about unit medals, asking about specific countries, more on that later. They are keeping everything secret. Are you excited? Are you disappointed? Is this what you expected? Is this not what you expected? Is there anything missing that anything should be added? Let me know in the comments below, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to see more updates for the new expansion for Hearts of Iron 4. And that's pretty much it, boys. Let me know how you feel, and goodbye. You think this video was good? Well, this one is the final form. Click it.